Pastor Matthew Stuckey here, and in this video I want to talk about Muhammad's night journey to Jerusalem. This is one of the most important historical events for Christians to be aware of regarding Islam. And at this time, Muslims were living in Mecca, and at that time Muslims actually prayed facing Jerusalem, whereas nowadays they pray facing Mecca. This is before they fled from Mecca to Medina. And in the middle of the night, this creature called a Buraq rode Muhammad to Jerusalem in the middle of the night. This is a donkey or mule-like creature with wings. It's got a woman's face, the tail of a peacock, and it's got what looks like a carpet on the back of the donkey or mule-type creature. And Muhammad was ridden or flown to Jerusalem in the middle of the night. And in Jerusalem, he met with all the great prophets that have come before him in all the different seven heavens. He met with Adam and Moses and Jesus and John the Baptist and all of these people and Abraham. And, the Quran talks about this in just, one verse, 17 verse 1, and then I'm going to give you some more information. It says, "Glory be to the one who took his servant Muhammad by night from the sacred mosque," referring to the mosque in Mecca, "to the farthest mosque," referring to the mosque in Jerusalem. Now, when I originally read the Quran, I read over this and didn't think much of it. And the way the Quran works is it's a very vague book. It's not specific. It's actually the Hadith and the famous biography of Muhammad that give us a lot more information about Muslims and their beliefs, because this verse is just pretty vague, whereas in the Hadith, the various stories and sayings of Muhammad give us a lot more detail. And so what it says is he went from the sacred mosque to the farthest mosque. Now, what are the takeaways that Muslims have that is talked about in the Hadith and what they believe as a result of this miraculous event in which there were absolutely no witnesses for it? Number one, in this event, Muhammad, when he met with all these prophets, Muhammad individually led all of them in prayer. Not as one big group, but with all the prophets he met with. He led them in prayer, and that signals to the Muslims that Muhammad is greater than Jesus and greater than every prophet that has come before him. The other major takeaway is Muslims look at this event, and Allah was giving a promise to Muhammad that Jerusalem belongs to the Muslims. And so 5 years after the death of Muhammad, the Muslims came in and they violently took over. After that, the ethnicity very much changed in the region as various Arabic people moved in. The language ends up becoming Arabic, and they are given basically a promise from God, a holy promise that Jerusalem belongs to them. And so, of course, Israel today and the Jews believe that land belongs to them, whereas Muslims believe that land belongs to them. And so what you have over in Palestine and Israel is very much a holy war, two groups of people. And Islam, they did violently take over. It was not just a peaceful takeover, it was a violent takeover, and it's something they will not give up, which is also why they've never agreed to partition the land, because that would be against their religion. That land belongs to them, according to Muslims, and they will not, make any sort of agreements to just say, we'll take some of it. And so this is a very historic event. It's a very important event, Muhammad's night journey to Jerusalem. And, obviously as a Christian, I don't believe this event. I think you can look at the fact that there's nothing like this in the Old Testament of Moses meeting with former great prophets to show you that this is fake. And of course, there were no witnesses for it. But it's an important event to know about because it does affect, various Islamic teachings here today, especially in regards to the land over in Jerusalem. Anyways, thank you and God bless.